week 19 of the fantasy basketball season. And here's a few guards I would drop off my roster this week because I don't think these guys are going to be productive and help you towards the fantasy playoffs. The first guy, Alec Burks of the New York Knicks. Alec Burks, it's been an up and down season for him this year, but last year he was more productive for this Knicks team, and he got his contract in the offseason. So on the season here for Burks, 10.9 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.7 threes a game, and only 38% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, only 7 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists, the three, and 41% from the field. So he's going to have some games where he's going to still go off and put up some good numbers, especially with Derrick Rose still out of the lineup here for this Knicks team. But he's playing a lot of minutes as Burks, and he's not getting a lot of production. The last few games from February 16th versus Brooklyn, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 20% from the field. February 25th versus Miami, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 threes, 66% from the field. And February 27th versus Philly, 6 points, 6 rebounds, a 3, and only 33% from the field. So obviously that's not going to get the job done here for fantasy owners with the low field goal percentage, not scoring the basketball well, and besides rebounding and a couple threes here and there, he don't really bring much to the table. So I think this week here, Alec Burks is an easy guy to drop. The second guy is Chris Duarte of the Indiana Pacers. So the Pacers here, we know they traded a lot of good pieces at the deadline, but they did get Tyrese Halliburton in the deal here, and he's playing a lot of minutes, no doubt about it. And right now, Duarte, he's been banged up over the last few weeks in and out of the lineup, and now he's hurt once again here, aggravating the toe once again. So he's been dropped in 5% of fantasy leagues, but it's been a pretty decent rookie year, no doubt about it, for Duarte. On the season, 13.3 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.7 threes a game, and 43% from the field here for Duarte. But the last couple weeks here, with the injury and the stats going down, I think it's an easy guy to drop in 10 and 12 team leagues. 9 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1.5 steals a game, a 3, and only 41% from the field. So like I mentioned, he was on a good roll until he got banged up February 13th. Then he missed the 15th and 16th and 25th game. And then he returned is Duarte the 28th, but also left that ball game as well last night. So February 27th versus Boston, 11 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals, a 3, 36% from the field. And February 28th at Orlando, 7 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, a 3, 50% from the field. And he got hurt, only playing 14 minutes. So right here, he's a decent ball player, but he's not a guy, obviously, I'm going to stash on my roster, even if you got a lot of injured spots on your team, because right now we don't know how long he's going to be out with the toe injury. And like I mentioned, this Pacer team's going nowhere this season, so they're not going to rush him along, in my opinion, and he's been dropped in 5% of fantasy leagues. And the third and final guard I would drop this week's Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat. So Duncan Robinson, he got a huge contract in the offseason from this Miami Heat team, and he was putting up numbers, but this year the numbers have definitely dropped, and he's pretty much a one-trick pony. On the season, 11.4 points a game, 2.9 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 3 threes a game, and 39% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, only 8.2 points a game, 2.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 2.4 threes a game, and 36% from the field. So his field goal percentage is bad. If he's not hitting the 3-ball consistently, he's not scoring, and he's not giving on his rebounds or assists, really. So right now, there's no reason to hold on to Duncan Robinson. And this Miami Heat team has way too many weapons that come before him for fantasy teams. February 25th at the Knicks, no points, 3 rebounds, and assist, 0 for 5 from the field. February 26th versus the Spurs, 6 points, 2 threes, 50% from the field. And February 28th versus the Bulls, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 threes, and only 37% from the field. So like I mentioned, he's a one-trick pony. He's only going to help you in three-point shooting and occasionally scoring a decent amount of points. But besides that, in my opinion, Duncan Robinson ain't worth the roster hold. So that's a few guards I would drop here for Week 19 of the fantasy basketball season.